Today, I'm going to share with you a new career hot list. It's the top fastest growing jobs in America today. Hey, all, it is Cindy Thomas, your career coach and strategist, and you're listening to the Insiders Career Club podcast, which has been top rated. Today, I'm going to share a new career hot list with you of the top jobs in the US today. There are actually 25 jobs on this list. The data comes from LinkedIn. And today I'm going to share with you just 10 of those. And in the next podcast, I'll finish up with the rest. So thank you for joining. Let's jump in. So in 2023, the World Economic Forum warned after doing a survey, a huge survey of 25 countries, all across the world. So it's not just the US. They warned that the job market would be drastically changing. And I don't think there are too many of you out there that wouldn't agree that it already has. So you may be thinking, how do I stay ahead of the tsunami of change that's happening in the world of work and the job market today? Well, good luck with that, okay? But I feel from my perspective that you do have routes that you can go. And the best bet is you can't get ahead of it. It's AI. It changes in a second. But you can keep pace with it as best you can. So today I'm going to share a high-level overview of the fastest growing jobs in America with data that LinkedIn has produced. So you may be feeling in the job market that you are making adjustment after adjustment after adjustment. And it's true. You have to adjust faster than you have before. It's all due to the technology, the emerging technology. AI is reshaping businesses and work at every level, from what the business needs to how the work is done. The dilemma that professional workers are feeling is how to remain employable and to keep pace with that evolving landscape. Well, according to LinkedIn's data, over 50% of you all out there in the work world are thinking about changing jobs. But that's not the big issue with you. The issue with you, according to LinkedIn, is that you do not feel prepared to do that search. The gap you are feeling between your intention and readiness is why understanding where the opportunities are right now matters so much right now. From LinkedIn Jobs on the Rise, it offers highlights, different positions that have risen in demand at the fastest pace over the last 3 years. And in demand, basically. And so it's no surprise when you look at this list, or for you, you're going to be hearing about it, that the need for technical and strategic roles in AI continue to rise. But also at the same time, there are other emerging trends. And one of them is there's a meaningful rise in founders, which is interesting. They're going out and starting their own companies, and independent consultants, which is signaling a shift towards self-employment and gig work as people tend to try to navigate the uncertainty and redefine what career stability looks like right now. Now, these changes also align with what we saw a few years ago from the pandemic, and it affected women in a very drastic way, leaving the workforce. And so out of that, we saw women go off and start their own companies. But enough of that. Let's look to the future right now with the fastest growing roles in the US. Now, at the top of this list is AI or artificial engineer or ML or machine learning engineers. Now, these guys develop, and I mean women, it's all inclusive, not just the guys. They develop and implement AI models that perform complex tasks requiring human decision making, like problem solving and prediction. Now, if you have been affected by a layoff and you're very technical, either you've been a software engineer or maybe a systems engineer or some other higher technical level role in IT or technology. You may want to take a serious look at these roles because it will use the basis of some of the skills that you already have while building on new knowledge that you can gain. Now, the common industries include tech and internet, IT services, IT consulting, business consulting, and services. Number two on this list is AI consultants and strategists. Now, these individuals help organizations plan and implement AI technologies to improve operations in the company and to help them reach their goals. Now, this is a prime spot where you'll be working with higher level execs who make the decisions that are affecting the company on a daily basis. Those who are planning to make the switch to using AI at their companies. Now, I happen to know because I'm actually in a training program to learn more about AI and how to use it for business, that there are many training companies that will set you up and help you learn to be an AI consultant. So it could be a good place for you techie folks to take a look and see what the programs offer and see if this is a right role for you. Now, the two jobs I just spoke about, and actually the one before, which is obvious, they are in alignment with the need for tech literacy. Tech literacy is a non negotiable, according to the World Economic Forum. And for tech folks, AI and big data literacy also rank in the top three skills that will define success by 2030. Cybersecurity and network skills are also essential for this techie age. But for all you non techie folks like me, because I can operate, but I am not super technical. Remember that you need tech literacy and it affects every role, not just those in tech. Okay. Now, number three on this list is less technical. There are technical skills, but it's not necessarily aligned with information technology. And these are new home sales specialists. Now, if you've ever bought a home that's been newly built, you know who these people are. They guide buyers through the purchasing process for newly constructed homes, from conducting property tours to managing sales transactions. Now, we all need a home. Many states have housing shortages, which offers a good outlook for this type of role. So, real estate and building construction are the industries needing this role. Now, number four on the list is data annotators or content analysts. Now, in academic settings, data annotation work is often performed by research assistants or associates. So, what do? They label and review data using detailed guidelines and quality checks to ensure accurate data sets for training AI and machine learning models. Now, this happens often on a per project basis, which means you be a consultant. That's 1099 these days. If you're 1099, unless you've been in business for a long time, you end up working through an agency that rather than working for the company itself, because they don't want to deal with the 1099 stuff. Okay. And so industries needing this role are technology and internet and higher education. Number five on the list is AI or ML researchers, which is artificial intelligence and machine learning again. These are the researchers for those particular categories. Now, what they do is design and test new models easy for me to say, and algorithms, using the results to improve the systems in AI. Now, are you noticing the trend of what I've been sharing with you? AI has created the need for many new emerging jobs. So while some jobs have been eliminated, that's very true, new jobs are emerging, they're being created. And of course, along with tech and internet, higher education and research services are where you'll find these jobs. Now, skills that you'll need for success for 2030 and needed for these positions as well is the ability to solve problems and innovate solutions. Number six, healthcare disbursement. Easy for me to say again, disbursement specialists. Now, what they do is they oversee billing and claims submission processes for healthcare services, ensuring that the providers that they are working for receive correct and timely payment for their services. Now, if you have experience in Medicare or Medicaid reimbursement, prior authorization, or managed care disbursement, reimbursement, this could be a right spot for you. So you can take those skills and go to a new area within the overall picture of healthcare services and have a new role. Number 7, strategic advisors and independent consultants. Now, what a strategic advisor is, they're operating at a very high level, right? They're talking strategy with high level execs. And independent consultants, they can do this on a independent consultant basis. They bring specialized expertise to help organizations solve complex problems and drive results. Now, obviously, this would be in tech and internet, as some of the industries needing this role, other business and I can't talk. Business consulting and services, IT services and IT consulting are other industries that would use this role. So if you have been or worked with executives, advising them on different aspects of the business, whatever your current expertise is, or you're experienced in go-to-market strategy, which means you have either worked in a startup or you're working in marketing where they have new products that they're bringing to market. And you also know how to develop strategic partnerships. All of those skills play into the roles of being a strategic advisor or an independent consultant, because you are the one that has the knowledge once you maybe do some training to go into a business, bring that expertise, all of your knowledge from different areas to the business to help them resolve whatever issues they have. So skills needed for this type of role is creative thinking and innovation skills. That's number 5 on the skills for success list for 2030. And number 7 on the list are human skills. They separate good workers from excellent or great ones. Now, number 8 on the list is the advertising sales specialist. Advertising sales specialists sell advertising space across channels. Now, in the old days, I should say, previous to AI, there weren't as many marketing channels. There were some, but a lot of people weren't necessarily advertising overseas or anything. Now it's all one big global market. So what you need for this is the ability to market advertising space across channels, and that cross channel could be print, meaning newspaper or magazines, even though they're digital a lot these days, and you are matching clients' needs with the right media placements. Now, some of the background experience that would make you a good fit for this would be media planning, social media optimization or SMO, paid social advertising. And the industries that use this role is basically everyone, because everyone that's in business needs to advertise in one form or another. Number 9 on the list is founders. And we did talk about it a little bit earlier, but I'll share a little bit more about it. Okay, so founders, what they do from the most basic idea is they turn that idea into a variable business by setting strategy, securing resources, and leading early execution. Now, you'll find these roles actually in any business, but most commonly in tech and internet, business consulting services, IT services, and IT consulting. Now, what the skills that you need or the experience that you need for this type of role is startup leadership, brand development, or software development. And number 6 on the list for success by 2030 are the skills of resilience, flexibility, and agility. Leadership and social influence skills are also in the top 10. And lastly, sales executives. Now, I would like to switch out executive for manager because, from my experience, a sales executive can very often be a field person, somebody that's out in the field selling. A executive tends to be somebody that's in house. They may travel outside a little bit, but most of the time they're in house, not in the field, and they are managing from that perspective. So, what LinkedIn defines it as? They sales execs lead an organization's sales activities. Sales exec, think manager, including setting revenue goals, maintaining and developing client relationships, and overseeing teams to drive sales growth. Now, sales executives, from their perspective, to me, as a recruiter who has hired in several companies from startup to larger established companies, you have sales managers. You have district managers over those sales managers. Over those district managers, you have regional managers. And over all of them, you have a chief sales officer. So it sounds like they're really talking more about the upper echelon of all those manager levels, right? Not the sales exec that works in the field, or the sales rep that works in the field. All right, so you'll find these people in actually basically any business, technology and internet, business consulting and sales, IT services, IT consultants. I would throw in biotech and pharmaceutical as well, and basically any business that has a product or a service to sell. So this will bring us to the end of part 1. Remember, my next podcast will have the remainder of the fastest growing positions in the U.S. So stay tuned. And in the meantime, do your research. If you've heard the position that is of interest to you, do your research. It may be the right next fit for your career transition. So if you're frustrated in a job search, or struggling in an interview, or you're just confused, you don't even know where to start, if that's you, I can help. I can help you get career clarity. Let's talk about your needs. Find the scheduling link on my LinkedIn profile or on my services page, and let's set up a complimentary call for 20 minutes and see how I can help you. Okay? I want to thank you for listening, because your support's a blessing. Now, if you enjoyed the podcast, give us a positive rating on Apple. And remember, new podcasts are released every 2 weeks on the first and third Wednesdays. And share this with your friends, please. Now, before you go, let's speak victory over you. No matter what it feels like, you've got a bright future. Good breaks are looking for you, and new doors are about to open. But one thing you have to do is to believe it. Believe it, believe it, believe it. Now, until next time, take care.